The WNBA social media team emphasized these accomplishments, reminding fans that numbers don't lie. The Connecticut Sun swiftly defeated the Indiana Fever, but Caitlyn Clark's influence was felt throughout the WNBA playoffs. In Game 2, Clark faced some tough play but still impressed everyone. The Fever's final game ended in an 87-81 loss that set new league viewing records. Women's basketball is undoubtedly growing. Taylor Swift's recent engagement and Caitlyn Clark's fame have only strengthened her platform. At the Sun Fever series finale, approximately 2.5 million viewers turned in, totaling 3.4 million viewers. These figures exceeded the prior peak of 1.2 million for the second game between the Phoenix Mercury and the Minnesota Lynx, which at its height drew an average of 2.1 million viewers.
We just watched one of the most unique experiences in the history of sports. And I'm talking about the Caitlyn Clark experience. And it's gone on nonstop. The Caitlyn Clark experience has been nonstop since last October, early November. For a year straight. If we dial the clock back a year, let's start October 1, 2023. She was the biggest star in college sports. She took that mantle.
After Caitlyn Clark made a significant effect, the WNBA is growing at a rate that has never been witnessed in a single year, possibly even more than any other sport.
By February, March of 2024, it's like, holy cow, she's the biggest star in all of sports, and she's a woman. This is very unique. No woman's ever been asked to carry this burden. No, it's never happened in America. And then when you throw on the animus and the jealousy and the media being against her and all the legends of the game. What was the girl, Lynette Woodward? She ain't break my record. I was playing with a real size basketball. She wasn't. All of that. And it's like, oh, wow. And then obviously you have Angel Reese still trolling her and the people in the media being uncomfortable, and Paige Beckers is really the best player. And Paige Beckers, she understands her white privilege. Caitlyn Clark doesn't. And so
this is where the league's problem started. Although Caitlyn Clark broke records and attracted attention, the WNBA didn't appear to fully embrace her as the league's premier player. Now that she's out of the playoffs, the league is in a difficult position. Given that the playoff ratings are probably going to drop, the WNBA is aware that the series finale might as well have been the season finale in terms of viewing, which begs the question of why fans should continue to tune in at this time. There doesn't seem to be a strong argument for Clark's removal. In fact, it seems like the league wanted it to happen. In my last video, I discussed how Nike and the WNBA decided not to highlight her as an important figure, implying that they had other priorities. It appears that they have placed her in a challenging situation, perhaps to divert attention from her.
Momentum just keeps going and going, and then she gets snubbed for the Olympics, and then, all the hatred from Cheryl Swopes and everybody in the WNBA, it just all keeps building and feeding on itself. She's having this incredible deal, and people are sitting out here asking her questions. I forget the guy that asked her the really stupid question, and she just said, hey, look, her answer wasn't these exact words, but it's just like, hey, I just want a ball. I don't want. And then WNBA players got upset. We don't have the privilege of just playing basketball. We have to care about these social issues. She's playing in a social issues league that wants to wear shirts that say vote, wants to scream Black Lives Matter, wants to push some sort of political agenda. She just wants the ball. She just wants to be the best basketball player. And she's caught up in this political deal, and she's caught up in this racial discussion, and she's dealing with Nike, an organization that got her on a bargain basement deal and is telling her, well, we're going to wait to promote you until we're done promoting Asia Wilson.
You can begin to see the whole picture here. It goes beyond Caitlyn Clark's admiration. It seems like it's also frowned upon.
Demonizing her fans. And these Indiana Fever players are all caught up in the middle of this too. They're all having conversations they used to not have.
Jason stated that it's wrong for anyone to endure this kind of treatment, but Clark has handled it with grace. It's disappointing to see the league make so much progress this year thanks to Caitlyn Clark, only to have her used as a scapegoat amid what appears to be jealousy from others. It's surprising that Nike and the WNBA wouldn't want to take advantage of having one of the biggest stars in the nation.
I have to tip my hat to them for the effort that they gave, the way they rallied, the way they fought, the way Caitlyn Clark revealed that she's not a punk, the way that Erica Wheeler revealed, I got your back. Hats off to Caitlyn Clark. Hats off to the Indiana Fever. Hats off to Christy Sy, that not the perfect coach, but the young coach that helped them get through.
It's amazing how far the WNBA has come, but has it treated Caitlyn Clark fairly despite being eliminated from the playoffs? When she joined the league, it was largely unknown, but now there's excitement everywhere. Teams are investing in their own planes for travel, and fans from places like Iceland are staying up late to watch her play. In her last game, Clark put on a display, finishing with 25 points, 9 assists, and 6 rebounds. She created history by getting her performance helped attract 1.84 million viewers, even competing against the NFL, and she became the second rookie ever after Maya Moore to reach those figures in a playoff game. Fans of all backgrounds are drawn to Clark's presence, and the WNBA needs to figure out how to manage this popularity responsibly. Game tickets are in high demand, and the league is keen to turn this momentum into profits. Investors are even searching for new opportunities to support this growth. Although Clark's playoff journey is over, she made a significant impact by winning the Rookie of the Year award, and everyone is impressed by her abilities. When thinking back on her time since leaving, Iowa, Clark highlighted that she treasures her time with her teammates and family more than her teammates. She also gave sincere advice to aspiring athletes, emphasizing that fostering positive relationships is just as important as winning titles. Even though her rookie season ended bitterly, Clark, who is her own harshest critic, is optimistic about the future of both her team and herself. After an incredible season in which she averaged 19.2 points, 8.4 assists, and 5.7 rebounds per game, she plans to take some time off and refuel for the upcoming campaign. Expectations will continue to rise. Clark's journey marks a sea change for women's basketball and highlights the league's growing significance and appeal in sports culture. Which parts of her season, her triple-doubles, or her league-high point total were your favorites? Comment below with your comments. As Caitlyn Clark continues to make headlines in the WNBA, she is undoubtedly a player to watch. If you want to remain up to speed, make sure to subscribe for daily league news.